Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
studio is really filling up. Welcome in. Let's make something beautiful together. Oh my gosh, Carl, I'm eating a snack. I'm chomping on a snack. Does that count? Welcome in. Let's make something beautiful. Okay, hold on. We'll start soon. Also, thank you for the raid. Give me like 2 seconds. Hold on. Oh. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. Okay. We're here. Hello, raiders. Welcome. Yeah, listen. No, I'm being responsible and eating before stream. My denizens should be very proud of me. But yeah, hello and welcome to Studio Now and Then. We're doing art today. Caro, the bestest limesword and crunchiest of JPEGs. Thank you so much for the raid, homie. I appreciate you. How was stream?
Hello.
Were you guys doing art? Can we get a shout out for Caro, please? Ow. Also, hello YouTube land denizen. Listen.
Hello.
If Carl wants to bite a little bit, maybe we would allow this. Oh. 3 hours of Subnautica? Yo, let's go. Okay, do you find Subnautica spooky? Fine. It's fine. I guess I am cute. That is a lie. I'm very fierce. Very fierce only. Yes. But yeah, raiders, if you got a raid and run, do make sure to take care of yourselves. We are doing art today, to the surprise of none, hopefully, because we have properly labeled our stremb today. Haven't seen any big leviathans. I'm very scary. Thank you. Yes. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Thank you for follows. Yeah, my mom. So, let's see. Didn't stream yesterday. Were you guys here for... I have something on my hairpin. Oh, let's take a close look. What is that? Oh, no, it's the bestest bean. I'm pretty sure. Ow. No, it's fine. Listen, that's just a homie. He's riding a fish into victory. It's fine. It's good. It's just a little bean. Just right there. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Let's do floofy. Okay, wait. Stop this very ticklish. Anyway. Let's see. So, last week, we started a fan art for Slay the Spire 2. It's very good. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. So, if anybody does not know of Caro, you missing out. This is a very fabulous bean. You like my weird... Ow. You like my weird speaking patterns? Listen. Caro does it better. They have lovely smooth voice, does amazing art, very cute, very like. Listen. I know art envy is like a thing. Oh yeah, no. Listen, Caro speaks very normal. Yes. Yes, very normal. Yes. But yes, very cool. Limesword makes a lot of cool stuff. Yes, I'm very normal as well. Oh. Thank you for head pats. Normal, yes. Alright, let's do some hellos and then let's do some art. I have done exactly three additional lines on the drawing from last week that you guys haven't seen yet. So, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. Okay. M. Torres, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Info guy, welcome in. We've got Ivan. Hello, Ivan. Phoenix, it's good to see you. Envy, welcome in. We've got Kyron. Hello, Kyron. We've also got Eowig. I have no idea if that's how you pronounce your name. Thank you for follow. And Skillu. Again, no idea if that's how you pronounce your name. Thank you for follow. Welcome in, new denizens. We've got Invert. Hello, Invert. Glad you could make it today. We've got Frost King. Hello there. Welcome in. Kailua. Hello there. And Stolen Vulpine. Good to see you today. Welcome, welcome. No. Listen. We're just doing color today. I will try to resist redoing the fan or the line art. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. You want to see? So news for this week. Pretty chill this week. I don't really have a lot of news, so that's all right. Okay. It's only been like a day since I've done stream. Why does it feel like it's been a month since I've streamed? It's so weird. Anyway, let's do art. You guys want to do art? I want to do art. Let's do art. Okay. Here it is. So the 3 lines we have. Oh, I don't have the hand going. Okay, so before that, hold please while I get the hand going. That I totally had going the whole time. And am very prepared for stream because I'm professional. Yep. Okay, now. Bam. There we go. Now we have a hand. Alright, so we now have background. I looked at references to figure out, like, well, very professional, yes. Thank you. Glad you agree. But yeah, so we're just drawing the quiet. Professional. Fish, you say. Alright, so the goal for today, one of the big changes that we had from last time. Did I make a copy of the background layer? That would have been smart, Isla. Did you make a copy? Nope, I did not. Thank you for fish. Alright, so I made this chunklet a little bit bigger. We have an archway behind our character. Why do we have an archway? Because this makes you look at this character. This is a framing mechanism that we're doing on purpose. And then we're also going to have a very bright light behind the character. That's gonna help too. Yeah. What do you mean we gotta train the fish to fight back? No, I don't think we should do that. I think that's a terrible idea, really. Anyway, let's start by adding blue. That's too many blue. Let's make a more neutral sort of blue. And then the plan is we are going to add more vibrancy, like around the character, so that they really stand out. The thrill of the hunt. Listen, sometimes I just want, like, fast food. I run in, I grab the food, and then I eat it, right? Listen, fishing shouldn't be like a struggle. That's my thinking. All right, let us this a little bit darker. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, we want I don't steal. Well, listen. Is it stealing fish if you go to the lake to catch them? No. I'll have you know, I have a fishing license, okay? I'm allowed. It's a permit, not a license. What? No, it's called a fishing license. It's fine. It's kidnapping if I plan on letting them live. Well, it's a fish. You eat the fish. Listen, I don't know how you catch a fish and also let it live if you're gonna eat it. Like that's not how fishing works, you know? Am I why what's this about a babysitter? Listen, would I be a terrible babysitter? Yes, because I would hate it. Listen, I do not particularly like youths. I would rather not. Listen, just I'm not wrong. Show of hands in chat though. Who here is fine with the little harbingers of germs? Like for real though. It's Darlerian. Hello, Darlerian. Tolerate. Okay, well, first off, congrats. Second off, good luck. Right? Like, okay, so here, let's see. Let's grab new layer. Let's grab this chunklet of stuff. We basically need to separate out the background. This is going to be fairly scuffed as we're not doing clean line work, but that'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen, right? Okay, so now we have a background, and then we can have an interior. I do want this to be very blue, but also we gotta figure out, can we make it red? That would be very cool. Yes, Squishla. Alright, so here is the plan. We are going to add a lot of purple. Okay, we're going to add a lot of purple because we are going to have red lighting, essentially. So our hottest part of the thing is going to be like right there. Then our other torches are going to be like this color. Trust, this will all make very good sense in a bit. Hold on. Because dusk? Kind of, yeah. Well, okay, I do want it to be, like, kind of dark and spooky, right? We're gonna have very blue outside, and then kind of a spooky glowing outside. Then we need, like, let's see, background, we're going to have okay, so that'll work. Then we also need to go back to purple layer. Give me this color. We need a little bit. Do we need purple on the ceiling? I think we need a little bit on the ceiling. Now, I don't want it to be too saturated, though. I think it needs to be more gray. Because, like, we want the most contrast and the most saturation right here. That's important. Okay, the reason why I want... Yeah. Okay, gnome. So the reason why I want this to be... It's very purple. Maybe we need it to be more red. But the reason... So if you look at the color wheel, the opposite of red, or I guess the opposite of purple... Actually, give me this color. The opposite of this is like this green. So if we make our main character this like very green, she gonna pop like away from the background. So many. Or it's going to be an eye-searing color and we'll have to change it. But either way, maximum contrast not only with color, but also hopefully with values. I think that would be very good. You know, for maximum, like, impact. Doesn't have to be anything super crazy for now, but let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and...
Hey, Tyler, you should save.
You know, I should save. Thank you. That's a good suggestion. It's thinking. Okay. She's gonna pop. Yeah. Well, I mean, if your dungeon delve doesn't go well, you can't slay the Spire, you probably do need an hospital. But if you get your cool, like, build going, then you gotta call an ambulance, but not for the quiet. Okay, so now the question is this... The color sort of works, but it also sort of doesn't. Let's check values real quick. Because I'm gonna say probably... Yeah, this color, this green is not dark enough. Gumpy, hello there. Glad you could make it today. And as always, if you guys would please utilize the save thing as often as you remember. That way I remember to save properly. I would appreciate that very much. Okay, so we do need to make this area a little bit brighter. But I also think that all of these purple, let's actually remove a little bit of that. Now that we are refining our lighting and where things are, that should help. throw fish whilst I'm saving. Honestly, solid stratagem. Okay, so now the question is how to add more lighting to the scene. That's the question.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh, is this Kawaluan? The most adorable kitsune on the interweb? The greatest villain of all the kitsunes? The lover of invisible walls? The great cult leader of maids? Aelan Stare.
I'm watching you. How dare. Racer, thank you very much for subscription, but also, how dare! I am none of those things! Cease! Can't believe this. Was it quiet? Did you guys not hear the TTS? Cause, I'm not, no, I'm not any of them. Nope. Jackie! Oh, hello, homie. Mods, could we get a shout out for Jackie, please? Awesome, thank you. I can't believe you've done this. Honestly, that's such a good meme. My passion for acronyms. Well, I suppose that loathing them is a form of passion. This is true. Alright, I should probably clean up the antlers a little bit. Otherwise, we're gonna have some wonkily colors right there. Do I remember what EMF stands for? Electromagnetic fluctuations? No. Jackie. Emergency medical flamingo? Is that what it is? Okay, stop. It's very ticklish. See, now I know you guys are just making stuff up. This is just convenient. You're just slapping random letters together for convenience. It stands for everyone must arson? No, not during streaming hours. Listen, what you do on your own time is up to you, but like not during streaming hours. No. Also in the background, I think I want these flowers to be very glowy and blue. So we're gonna do that. We need different light sources. I don't think there's actually like glowy blue flowers in the game, but that's okay. This is going to be light source. Let's grab these blue and let's just add some, just a smidge of global lighting, I'm thinking. Also, this green is, it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't also. Let me see if we can change the color a little bit. You're legally obliged to agree with Gumpy. How were you legally bound in this manner? Are you okay? Do you need help?
A gift? Aww, I love it.
32 whole months. That's almost a year.
Wow, that is almost a year. That's crazy. I don't thank you so much. Seriously, I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so that's 2. If you guys hit the daily sub goal of 15, we will spin the wheel of fate. Actually, what was it? Last week we did karaoke due to the wheel of fate. Did you guys like that? It was very silly. A team and must support each other. The Sphinx in the sky said so? Really? Oh, well, if a Sphinx told you, you better listen, right? Where's the bot? Oh, that's right. I need to get that to you. Thank you for the reminder. Okay.
Hello, hello.
Oh,
Raster, hello there. Glad you could make it today.
okay. Yum, hum, yum, mum. Do we like this? Okay, so I'm currently doing the big think on whether or not this works. And the answer is maybe. I kind of like this just so that we have a bit of color right there, but I also kind of want like better color things. Okay, we're going to disregard the background for a moment. Let us grab actual color for the character. Let's do some colors here. Let's get rid of this for now. And let's see. So let's see. Skin tone she has. Let's see. Is lovely like this? What?
Hey, Isla, you should save.
Day 2 of kitchen work? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the save reminder. Let's do that. And thank you for fish. Was I guessing about the saving? Is that what that was? Should I be doing this on its own layer? Probably. Probably that would help me later. This is very messy. It's probably going to drive me crazy, but we're gonna see if we can do the colors like this. Okay, then we need, let's see. Leg. You finished some art? Yo, let's go. Won't they make the front of the character look too dark? Yes. Feats for free. There they are. Ooh. All right, so here's what we are doing with this. Why are we doing this way? So there's a thing that we can do that I think will work very, very nicely. We have basically our flats, then we're gonna add layers of color on top of that. Are you... I'm sorry, is that the excitement for the feet? I'm very confused. You know, making her a maid, that's not...
Hello, hello.
A bad plan, but it still has to look like the character, right? No comment.
Gamble Champ, hello there. Glad you could make it today.
Alright, we need a new layer for... Let's see, she's got very silvery hair. And then we have like white bandages. Probably let's grab a new layer for that. I think they're more of like a tan, but since these are they are on their own layer, we can fairly easily edit these color if we need to. would actually make a lot of sense. Give me this layer. We select not that layer. Then we can fill in all of these little gaps without a problem. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so then let's actually grab this color and make it a smidge lighter for antlers, which probably still need a little bit of work. Let's go to silver hair layer. Let's grab this color, and if we make it more let's make it more beige. That should work for the skull. Unless we don't have things selected correctly, which we do not. Let's grab this and this. There we go. There we go. That should help. Listen, people like what they like. We have a don't be weird sort of policy, and then we're good, yeah? Okay, so we've got that. We need this same layer. Let's grab this color, because this is also like a bone. I don't know what this is. She has got like a super long. Okay, wait. Okay, stop. This is very ticklish. Stop that. Stop. Wait, what do you mean unless you're judging me? What do you mean judging me? What does that mean? What does that mean? Huh? Huh? What would you even judge me for? I'm very normal. Okay, now we need an gray sort of skirt color for this chunklet. Oh, we forgot to color a chunk of her leg. Ooh, probably we should do that. Okay, give me this color. This is all leg. There we go. Oh, we forgot some bandages too. Man, we're just missing all kinds of things left, right, and center. Hello, hello. Vanakin, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Hello, hello. Do you judge that I'm... Thank you. Is it your role to judge the streamer? Isn't it not? We all have like a good time just hanging out together? Is that not how it goes? There is a chunklet here. Thank you. Okay. We have a little extra chunklet of something here that we don't need. Okay, I think I can work with that. Air fry? I mean, technically a lot of stuff can cause cancer. It's like... I don't know. Listen, be cautious with your using of things, right? But also, like, if it is a convenient thing, if it helps, like, is it really a problem? You hear people saying we should turn the sun off because it's really bright and stabs people in their eyeballs. That's the reason why. You've heard that? That's crazy. Test received. The switch is probably the switch for the sun. Yeah. There's also this whole thing that perhaps the entire, like, you know, all life as we know it might depend on the sun. I feel like a lot of people would have an issue with turning out the sun specifically because of that. I don't know. That's my thinking on it anyway. I'm wondering if we do, like, so we have this, like, light blue here. I'm wondering. Okay, so I think we can blend some of these colors down here together a little bit more. If we added more of a bright color here and had, like, light source there, we might be able to do some interesting stuff. So let's go back to the background. Let's grab this color. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Get ourselves a fish. So if there's, like, moon, right? Maybe we need to... This needs to be less saturated as well. Hold on. A fish! Thank you. Beautiful,
Hey,
beautiful.
Dyla, you should save.
You know, I probably should save. Okay, saving. Why is she doing the shush thing? Who is she shushing? This is quiet.
A bit of a snack. Hungry? Grab yourself a heaping pot high velocity fish.
High velocity fish? That's like the best type of fast food, right? Thank you. I appreciate the fish. I will eat them later. It will be delicious. Okay, we have a weird something going on right there. Why does this chunklet look like it's not... Wait, what are you? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Ah, I see what that is. Okay, so that's a random Xtora layer. Do we even want this layer? Do we like this layer? I don't know that we need that layer. Okay, so anyway, we go back to here, and let's grab this. Okay, so why do that, right? That's the question. Well, if we go back over to here and let's grab a nice blue. Yeah, yeah. And then we grab en bruche. And we have our light source here and technically right here. This one's going to be a little bit different-y. However, we can block out a chunk of where the lighting is. And we can do something kind of fun with this. It's not a lot of lighting, but that's solid start. So we take that. Make our selection a little bit smaller. Then we need a very nice vibrant blue. Maybe a little more vibranty blue would be a good idea. Possibly, yeah, there we go, that's better. Okay, so we just get to add a little bit of lighting right there. But then we still have this pink red that we want to include as well, right? This is isn't her name the Quiet? The Silent. No, her name is Silent. Okay. I am there. There we go. I wasn't looking. Okay, so the Silent then. However, now that we have this bit of blue, what we need to do is go back through here. Let's grab... Let's grab this color. And since this is now a color that is floofy. Okay, wait, no. Oh. I'm watching. Listen, this is very ticklish. Do you mind? Oh. Hello, hello. Thank you for head pat. Lord Bill, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Guard is down. What? I'm drawing. Okay, so we have some very, very interesting. Sissy, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Wow, listen, we got the art brain. We got the focus in on the art stuff. Anyway, we're gonna have random like torches on the walls here, and then behind character here, right? So we take this, we're going to shrink the selection. And then we grab very bright color. Hold on, you're blaming me. You're blaming me for having a petable tail. Really? Really? Wow. 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 What do you mean, yes? So if I didn't take good care of my tail and it looked less floofy, listen, I shouldn't have to worry about my tail though. What, you want a wet tail now? Wow. That's a little forward. I don't know. Listen, it's just, warn me first, okay? It's a little ticklish. That's all I'm asking. Just warn me first. Okay, so I actually want to... I want to add some... Let's see, if we have pink firelights. If we were to just add that, maybe a little bit there. Like we're not gonna have a lot, but I think some of this character would have just a bit of this highlighting.
Let's make something beautiful.
Fat meat, interesting name choice. We do like art as well. Let's go. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in, new denizen. Wet tail. It could do some damage, yeah. Honestly, that would be very fun. I think there are some places that you can go to actually pet little fox creatures. I think it could happen. Just, plan out a trip and then figure out what you need to do to make it happen, yeah? Is this you wanting to eat the meat? Honestly, that's fair. Okay, so we have our basic lighting, I think, figured out, right? Let's check our... Honestly, contrast looks pretty good. We do have, like, this is where you kind of look, which is good. I feel like... we could probably lighten up some chunklets of the area behind her a little bit better. We could probably make our flowers a little bit more glowy. That might be good. If it ate the wires on your computer. Are you saying that random fox creature would just eat your computer cables? No, that would be very silly. Foxes don't eat wires, they eat chickens and fish. Tragic news? Oh no. You good? Don't eat chickens? I didn't say anything about quails. Listen, the quails are probably fine. The entire... Oh. So foxes are wild creatures, and they can't really be domesticated. Just as an FYI. And it's not a good idea to try to have certain creatures. It's not a good idea to have wild creatures as pets. Yeah. As cool as that would be. Oh, that is not a good color. Let's try. No, let's try that again. how to... Okay, also this wall is very thin. This wall has like dimension to it. I like that. This one doesn't have any dimension. That's kind of a problem. So let's go back to our line art layer and let's fix that. Okay, let's also turn off line color for now because that's kind of getting in the way. Alright, so this is perspective. Do something kind of like this maybe. We have our archway like so. Hello, hello. Tyranterasalo there. Yeah, that's another reason. Listen, most foxes, not really good for houses. They will dig up stuff, they will attack small creatures, that kind of thing. So yeah, there's something to be said about don't try to keep wild animals. That's not a good plan. Also, I don't really like... I was trying to have like a cool wall right there, but it doesn't work. We're gonna get rid of that a bit. And have like a pillar out there, but that doesn't really work either, so we're going to move that over to like right there. And we have like a little brick wall. Maybe some more nature type stuff. Do I want a plant right there? No. What does the fox say? Today the fox says... What do I say today? What is the thing that I would say today? Go out and play in the rain. That's what the fox says today. There you go. There is no rain. Okay, well, looks like you gotta wait. But when there is rain, oh man. Is it almost time? It is almost time for the break. Interesting. No, you got a point though. All right, so we have an interesting sort of background. It's like an outer hallway, which I think is very interesting. But I have to wonder, like this background chunklet does not look connected to this background chunklet. So I think we gotta figure out how to make this all look like the same background. It's fairly important. So let's turn off. Let's keep that layer. Let's go to this layer. Let's grab this color. Have an early break? Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Okay, this wall chunklet here looks a little bit weird as well. I'm actually wondering if we need to draw more stuff in the background just to make this look like a little bit more in depth. Like the fact that it's super open here, So I looked up reference for Slay the Spire, and the backgrounds have like these cool pillar things, but then it's got this open environment behind it, and it makes me wonder, like, why would somebody build their castle like this? You know? So I think we need to take some more creative liberties, like maybe making this pillar a little bit thicker right here. This wall, maybe we need to add... Actually, if we add more facility, like behind our character here, could have a very nice, like, this angle basically points at the character. We love it when that works out. So we'll have a cool roof. We'll add a little tower thing, maybe some other random small buildings in the background here. With some more like courtyard type stuff. Do we like that though? Should I have done this on a different layer? Yeah, probably. Okay, copy. Hit Control Z a whole bunch of times. And then we paste. That way we have a copy of the layer. There we go. Should we add a giant spider? No, I don't know about that. It's not a castle, it's a spire. Oh, so really, we shouldn't have this, like, background stuff at all, should we? Okay, so we need a further away background. I see. No, that's actually a very good point. You want a regular sized spider? Okay, listen, I'll tell you what. We'll hide a spider in here after a break, okay? She could be on ground level. True. But yeah, everyone, it is break time. Let's do that. Enjoy break screen and we'll be right back. All right. All right, let's continue, shall we? All right. Hello again, everybody. All right, so I don't quite like... I like it and I don't like it, but mostly we just need to make it a little smaller there. This bit, like a little bit more there. But yeah, anyway, hello, welcome back everybody. So I was contemplating what I wanted to do with the background whilst on break. And I think we're gonna have it be like extra little building there. If it is a spire, maybe she is on first floor. But also... Okay, let me also copy paste. If we get rid of all of this and just have like little plants like there. I'm actually wondering, yeah, I'm wondering about the lore of the whole game actually. You know, there's a whole forest in like the Spire. How is there a whole forest in there? You know, like what I'm also kind of wondering if... Okay, hold on. So if we think about it, right? The whole Spire, you've got like, you know, floors, and then there's like the ramp upward, right? But in the center of each of these things is probably where the boss room is, right? And you have to go across there to get the thing. So maybe in the middle of each of these floors, like this is the interior part right here, and you've got a whole number of like different options, right? So maybe on the interior of this part, like this is the interior of the Spire, and there's a forest in there, right? That's my thinking. But again, I don't really know the lore, so I'm just kind of making stuff up. Have no idea for the lore. I don't know anything about the lore either, but we're gonna add a cool tree because I can do that. Why not? That'll just be the interior part for this floor, and then maybe we just have we're gonna ignore that, and we're just going to have spiral up like this. Do we like this? We could have it. And that is why the interior is so different-y. There's like different backgrounds and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and you can okay, I did promise a spider, so you want to know what? We're gonna make this dot right here. This is going to be your spider. There's some legs. There you go. One regular sized spider. There it is. There it is. Ooh, okay. Little snippets of lore. So I've never actually played the first game. Can I get some of the lore snippets? All I know with the second game is that we're very angry at the architect for some reason, but I don't really know why. An Australian-sized spider? I mean, no, we said a regular-sized one. I don't think we need a bajillion spiders, probably. Okay, so I drew this. What is this? What was that? Like, we could draw... Let's see. There was a very interesting, like, boss. And it was... Let's see, if we draw more, like, trees in the distance here, we could draw one of the bosses. There's like a deer that's very glowy. And that would be a very interesting little thing to have back here in the background. It's very pretty. It's a boss that I think just continues to get more and more powerful. It's like a elk? I think elk would be the word. Copy pasted their lands into the tower, and the characters are trying to they're trying to deliver a letter to get them to give back the land, or give him a copyright infringement. How dare he steal their land? Honestly, that would be really funny for the lore. We back. Hello. What's for food? What you got? Yeah, I kind of like this that you go into the... You go around the outside and then you have to fight the boss in the middle to get, like, the key to go up. If that makes sense. And then, if we connect the go up part to this... We have a whole system, all in one picture. And we got weird stuff happening. I like it. So in the first game, the world had been dying, supposedly due to an entity known as the Heart. The entity of rebirth. Oh, hold on. Sought to kill the Heart from killing the world. Okay. Without memories? Oh no. The Heart was actually a poisonous entity that was used to put the architect to sleep. Ah. Interesting. So they beat up one bad thing, and then there was a show that did this. What was that? Was it a show? I think it was a book. Actually. It was like... Actually, was it Mistborn? Who here has read Mistborn? Tower of God? Yeah, but there was a thing where, like, our heroes fought so hard to beat up bad guy, but it turns out bad guy was actually a bad guy because he had to work so hard to prevent a bigger bad thing from happening. I think. I'm pretty sure it's... I need to reread Mistborn, I think. I think that's what it's from? I think. Maybe. Also, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't read that. But I might be wrong. But no, I think that's a fascinating way to write things. Because there was another book recently that I read that had a similar sort of thing. I'm not going to spoil that one, though. But it's just, it makes for an interesting, like, story, you know? What is it called? I think it's called the Mistborn series. Hold on, let me look it up. Mistborn books. I think it's this one. It's a Brandon Sanderson book series. And the metal magic system is very good. But it's been a long time since I have read it, so take that with a grain of salt. I don't remember if it is like very good. I remember the story being interesting, but I don't remember details. Webcomics are perfectly legitimate. Okay, so now we have back to go around, which is very good. Now we need to fill in some of the gaps in the coloring. So we now have creature, and creature is going to be light source. And why this area is so bright, and then we can actually make a lot of the rest of this a little bit darker, which is very cool. All right, now I need this color. And if we delete all of that to focus him as the light source there. Is she hiding? Is she attacking? What is the plan, ma'am? Okay, we do need to color the lines though, because it looks a little bit weird as is. So give me this color. Nope. Do. So it looks a little further away, which I do like. Take that. We need to color all of those lines as well. Good, very good. She's looking for the spider, probably. Okay, so this draws too much attention now. I don't know if you noticed, but when I clicked this on just to see the color values, all my attention went right here. That's unfortunate. Don't want that. Why do you have so much better contrast, bruh? Okay, so we gotta fix that. Tone him down a little bit. Okay, can we increase the glowing effect to add a little bit more attention here, or is that too much? That's the question, isn't it? Is it Tomo? Hello, homie. Welcome in. Mods, could we get a shout out for Tomo? The most talented, like, DJ that I'm aware of. Makes all of the cool musics. Trust. I keep recommending books. I will also say the Cradle series. How do I know about that? Homie, you make music. You are very into music. You have collections of instruments. I don't know, but also like squints in your direction. Did you tell me at some point? I feel like maybe when we were playing Overwatch. Maybe. Anyway, but yeah, welcome in. Hello. We're doing... but yeah, Cradle is very good. By Will White. It's a very good book series. So if you like fantasy, martial arts, and like ridiculous power creep or like power scaling, read Cradle. It's so good. Okay. How to... Oh, you know, it'd actually be really, really cool, though. Oh, hold on. Okay, I want this color. I don't know that I like this. It's alright, I guess. It's okay. But what if we go back over to this layer? Let's hide that for now. I think we just need to darken down a good chunk of this. No, that is way too saturated.
Hey, Isla, you should save.
You know, I should save. Okay, let's take out the saturation there. We are going to make it a little darker, but that gives us the same glow as this. And maybe our contrast won't be... Yeah, that's a little better. Contrast-wise, it doesn't jump out quite as much. I'll take that, but we still have this glowy blue, which is on our character here. Very important. Vague plot lines. A manga you read has an anime? Yo, let's go! Also, we need to save. Yes, saving is good. Very important. Here we go. Okay, so with that, now what we can do... Let's go to this. Dance party. Okay, so we up our saturation there. We need this to be maybe a soft light layer. Yeah, we just need to influence the colors a little bit. Okay, good. So then now this shadow color, it helps separate her from the background, but now I'm like, do we need our overall global lighting color to be more like pink? Give me this. And we're gonna copy this layer. Ooh. Ooh. Now that's very interesting. And if we were to grab this color, and that is much too dark of a color for secondary lighting, maybe. We got some weird stuff going on here. Don't necessarily like that. Okay, I like a little bit of the pink, but she was too... It was too much. That was way too much. Okay, so, problems. Our character, like... If you kind of squint, all of her detail is gone. Which is not ideal. So now the question is, how do we add better? How to make better? That is the question. And I'm wondering if... Okay, hold please. Can I squish these together? I can! Very good, very nice. Alright, so... If it were me, and I were coloring, which I am, I would actually just grab a slightly lighter color. Let's see if we can just brighten up. That's not very many. Let's try just brightening up a few little bits and bobs here. So we're having, like, we're gonna have these glowy flowers do like, we're gonna have a more lighting this way, right? That's the stratagem. But that also means that we need to darken down, like, what do you call this? Ambient occlusion. There's this chunklet that needs to be a little bit darker so we can have some cloth wrinkles. There's gonna be some chunklets there. There's less lighting here. So we can just add a little bit of depth, which is important. Actually, if we add a little bit more separation between like the face and the rest of the cloak, that'll be real good. She returned to the Spire. She was poisoned by the heart? Wait, is that why she has the poison in game 2? Dagger could glow? Maybe. Oh, interesting. Okay. So she didn't have poison before. That's very cool. That's very cool. Also very sad. She chucked vials of poison. Okay. Hello. Oh. Kaide. Hello, you sneaky fox. Welcome in. Oh, interesting. Okay. So is that like the sneaky little tidbits of lore that they have? That is very cool. Okay, so let's see here. We have some we have a very interesting start for like her lighting, but we need to enhance basically. So let me actually turn off all of our little extra layers just so we focus solely on one thing at a time. Like this color. Let's make sure we grab the correct color. There we go. Is there a regular sale for the series? Hey, that's solid advice. If you like audiobooks, I can absolutely recommend the audiobooks for the series as well. Also, not sponsored. I'm just a big fan of the series. Also, if you want more book recommendations, right? You want all of the pixels? All right, behold. Look at those pixels. Wow. You know what we could actually do? Oh, okay. So listen, we have this color of thing, right? What if we just grab like pink, and then everything that's like up on the top here, all of these top facing surfaces, we just make them like pink shading, because that's a very ambient color for this. Oh, that might actually work really good. Or it'll be terrible and I'll hate it, but it could be really good actually. It just adds a little bit of dimensionality to it. Do we need a book channel? Is there a reason it hasn't happened? I forget. Audiobook? So I use Audible, which if you're not interested in Audible, I quite understand, but that's what I use. It is very convenient for me. That's why I use it. Also, we had a stretch and hydrate redeem. Okay. Yeah. Ah. Ah. What's the difference between a pie and a cake? It's not a beat. Just curious. My understanding is that I don't know, cake has like becomes more floofy and puffs up, right? Right? Fairer? What? You prefer cake to pie, but have you had pumpkin pie? That's the thing. I'm more of a fan of pie, I think. But yeah, you think cake, and it's like floofy and spongy. So floofy. Okay, that's enough. You gotta warn me first. Cold pumpkin pie straight out of the fridge. Oh my gosh. Man, that sounds so good though. Oh, you have not had the pumpkin pie? Oh man, listen. When you get around to trying it though, listen, if you get a chance to eat some, I guess provided you're not allergic to the ingredients or anything, yeah, try it. It's so good. It is my favorite. Listen, a lot of people swear by like cheesecake and all of this, but no, it is in fact the pumpkin pie that is superior. You know, why can't you go to a restaurant and get like pumpkin pie? Why isn't that a thing? Cheesecake is actually pie. Right? It's deceptive. Wait, you actually mean to make food? What is it? Carrot cake? Because cowards probably. I mean, listen, it's probably one of those it's hard to maintain supply things, but also like just imagine go to a restaurant and you get to eat pie. The pumpkin pie. That would be so good. Anyway, we have more ambient occlusion right here in the sleeve. Gotta make sure to separate the outside of the sleeve from the inside of the sleeve. Okay, lock in. You got this. You're gonna do the good. The prep is gonna go great. It's gonna be a very good session. Oh, fish cake. Oh. There was a restaurant with amazing pies. A peanut butter. I would you know what? I'd try that. I don't know if I would love it more than pumpkin pie, but like sounds like it's pretty good though. I would absolutely give that a try. It's one of those things like maybe it could be a culturally different thing. It could be different ingredients. I don't know. But listen, if you're not a fan, that's fine. I will not judge harshly. Everybody has their own palate's own sense of what is good, you know? Okay, we gotta do something with the squimsh. I might need to grab a soft brush. Cause just need to just a bit, you know. Oh, you know what we should do actually? Give me this red. Some very subtle color variation. We might need a little bit more color variation throughout there. Like, it's okay. Bread pudding and a slice of pie because you couldn't choose. Bread pudding. Oh my gosh, that's. Are we trying to make me hungry because it's working? Vanakin, come here. Yeah, come here. No, I see what you did there. How dare. It's fierce. I'm very fierce. Okay? Just fierce. Are you teaching me algebra? I do not agree to be taught algebra. Okay, if you're what would you teach me about algebra? How would you solve this equation? Let's see what you got. Oh, wait, you're actually cooking salmon? Yo, share? Post pictures at least in the Discord? If you want to. No pressure. But also share. Okay, so now the question is how to make this more finished. That's the follow-up question. So we have these blue glowy flowers, which are very interesting. We do have some level of variation color-wise. I feel like we need a little bit more lightness, though. Something looks off, and I think it's because if we take out all of the color, like we don't have a lot of variation, so it's actually kind of hard to tell what the shapes are, right? You're going to put salmon through your speakers? What? More work on the landscape. I think that would definitely help. We have a lot of interesting light sources and things, and like differentiating the background from the foreground a little bit more would probably help quite a lot. So, what we are going to do...
Hey, Isla, you should save.
You know, I probably should save. You would put it through your speakers, though. Like, if you said microphone, sure, maybe. Okay, saving. I'm saving. I'm saving. Also, I don't like this, but I do want to lighten the background, but I don't want to lose the color. We have an conundrum. So let's try soft light. Hold on. Okay, that does brighten it up a little bit. Maybe a little too saturated? It might be a little too saturated now. Where do we share food? In the Discord? So that is it. Pictures of food that you've made, that goes in the creative corner because cooking is art. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Somebody was actually trying to teach me a geometry. Let me actually read this. Algebra is find x. X marks the spot. Is that where Trezor is? The Isla number? Wait, what? That doesn't teach me anything. That's not how math works. International regulations can't share food. Pink glow in front of the flames? Like this? Or I guess the ground where she is. We kind of lost some of the pink, like right here. It might be a good idea to add some of that back, actually. What is this? Is this supposed to be her cloak? Did I forget to color this chunklet of stuff? Do we want to color that chunklet of stuff? You mean in front of her? So if your light source is here and you draw a line, she would be casting a shadow all through here. So none of this would have the pink lighting. Yeah. Hungry for hippo. Hello there. Glad you could make it today. I think this is supposed to be cloak. Hold, please, whilst we turn off our background layer. Yeah, that's supposed to be cloak. Whoops. Okay, let's add to our thing here. Hold on. This is all part of character. There we go. So yeah, all of this, we could actually make this chunklet of area beneath her a little bit darker as well, because there's gonna be some ambient occlusion between her and the floor. And also we need to draw the rest of the cloak there. That also needs to have a thing. Okay, let's clean up this a little bit. Honestly, keep asking questions. Do a learn. I would be delighted if you learned a thing from Strem, yeah? Absolutely keep asking questions. I will share all of the knowledge. Math is about logic? Ah. Maybe that's my problem. Logic. Do I like this? I don't know that I like that. It's maybe a little bit, but it's too... There's too much white. I want the color. Not that color, though. Let's just make this a little bit less. Math is about pi. You can't email salmon through speakers. Today we have learned. So floofy. That's not a head pat. I was lied to. You lied. That's not a head pat. Oh. Thank you for the head pat. What's on this layer? This is an empty layer. Oh, it's empty. Okay. Give to me this color. And then let's add some ambient occlusion. Okay, so we have lighting from here and technically from here. And this casts shadows this way, right? We also have a glow from the flowers. So we could actually put more blue on the ground here. But we do want to just add a few little soft shadows underneath character to make her look like she's actually, you know, on the floor. She's touching the floor. She's not just floating. Okay, so how to... Where is... Okay, so that's blue. Got that. Where is my soft light? That's this one. No? Where are my flower colors? Where is my flowers color? Oh, you're all the way up here. Oh, interesting, interesting. Okay. What if we made this color Darker? More blue? More blue. Ooh. Okay, we will take that. And then we just need to add just a little bit of blue on the ground. Just a bit. And then... Do we like this soft light layer? Let me try again. Hold on. Overlay. Just add a little bit more blue. Is that too much? That might be. That's too much. Soft light. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. You missed your head pat. A likely story. I don't have a tail pat emote. Wonder how hard it would be to make. Oh no, not the hiccups. Because wiggly tail emote might be a good one. Could I make one of those? I mean, it would probably be a little weird. I might be able to make tail pat as an emote. Maybe. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh. Okay, hold on. Go back to this layer. What if we grab this color and then we go to here. We just need a little bit more darkness. Just a smidge. And again, we put lighting or shadow like in corners and stuff. There's less light that bounces around and touches the corners. We gotta make sure that we have our ambient occlusion going there. Yeah, there we go. That looks a little bit more like a room, right? Have to head to work. Well, thank you very much for hanging out. I hope you have a good time at work. I'll catch you later, okay? Listen, is this... It's not really finished. This is kind of a loose sketch, but it's pretty good, right? But thank you. If only there was a series of symbols that translated to, hey, I'm going to redeem a tail pat. Yeah, it's right there! You literally just typed it out! Plasma. What do you mean there's not a series of symbols that could be used to convey the thing? It's right there! You just typed it out. What? Oh. Thank you for head pats. Okay, so. Don't see it at all? Wow. Might be time to get your prescription checked. You know what I really would like? So I wanted her to be in this archway because that frames her very nicely. We need... Okay, probably I should have planned this better, but I kind of want to like scooch her one way or the other. But I'm also not going to do that. It is imperfect, but this glowy fire thing behind her, it does not work how I wanted it to work. Also, let's... Oh, no, I have a better plan. Oh, no, I can make it work. Ooh, okay, hold on. Okay, so first off, we need these 2 layers, and we just need to grab these. And we just move it up a little bit, right? And then we go over to here, and we move this up a little bit. And then we gotta fix it, because why... Why is it not fully drawn in? Okay, so we need these. Let's go ahead and finish drawing our fire shapes. It's a very big torch. Maybe we should not make it quite that big. Okay, and then grab this and do like one of those. Delete everything outside of there. Then we grab white. Do we fill in this chocolate? And then we have the torch sitting behind her there. We will need to change the lighting layer that we have right here though. So, give me this color. Then, let's just get rid of those. Might see a little bit. I need to clean up this chunklet right there. Not too bad. Let's see. The lighting would hit here. Maybe a little bit right there. I actually see a little bit on some of the braid chunklets there. Oh, we would actually see a bit on the blade. A little bit. Except that my lighting is a little bit wonkily. Or my flatting is a little bit wonkily, but that's fine. That would catch a little bit of light. Oh. Okay, saving. Yeah. Alright, so things to work on a little bit more. Let's see here. Can we make the shading a little bit better? Maybe add a little bit more ambient occlusion there. I think this color could be a little bit darker. Honestly, I want to... Wait, how has it been an hour? Again? Okay, I do want to lighten up a little bit more. The face, like right there. Not too many, but like a little bit. Let's grab ambient occlusion light. Let's actually do a little bit more shading right there. I actually need some here also. Probably where her eye kind of is. Hint that there's an eye there, but not really. Should probably darken down like the skull chunklets. That would be smart.
Okay, before I do that, let's make sure we lock transparency. Do I like that? There was a little bit too much. Add a little bit more without going too crazy. There we go. Okay, I guess we should probably do like a break time. Time flies when you're drawing thighs. This is true. This is true. All right, so it is break time again. So let's do that then. Now. Alright, everybody, enjoy break screen. Let me save really quick. There we go. Alright, we're all saved up. Enjoy break screen and we'll be right back. Me. Well, I say right back. It'll be like 5 minutes. Let's keep on keeping on. Bam. Hello again, everybody. Alright, so. How to make this more finished. Hello, hello. Alright, so we're going to... Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some overpainting type stuff because we have like this kniff. I didn't actually add color to this at all. Probably I should. so like that would be probably a good plan. I think she has like silver daggers. Let me actually grab her hair color. And we're going to use that as blade color. I think that would be very good. Doesn't change it too much, but I think we just need to clean up some of the stuff on here. I think that would be beneficial. We have little highlights that we could add that would probably add a lot of depth to the picture very easily. Also, if we look at our fire here and how it's like contained to this the canvas, just based on the way that I made it, it would be a really good idea to like, I don't know, make it look like it goes off the page. It escapes. That is not a word. It escapes the bounds of the picture. That would be helpful. There we go. Okay, so we have that. The next thing we want to do is kind of paint over some of these lines and then add little highlights. So we're going to make a new layer. We're going to call it Overpaints. And then we add like this. We grab this color and we grab this color. There it goes. We're just gonna add little highlights and maybe fix some of the lines. Maybe. So really, going back through and changing my actual line shapes and like cleaning up my lines would make this part of the process a lot easier, but it'll be fine. It'll buff out. Basically what we're going to do is just very quickly kind of make all of the things just a little bit better. Like we have, let's see, there's line color there. So just move our highlighting a little bit there. It's like a fake cleanup phase, if that makes sense. And really the big things that we want to focus on will be like areas of interest. So like the character, making sure that a lot of this looks nice and clean. We're not gonna go too crazy with this or anything. Actually, what is this line? Are you part of the background? You are a weird line and we don't like you. Get out of here. Get out of here. There we go. Yeah. Overpainting is easier than adjusting multiple layers. If this was like a commission or a job where this needed to be a lot cleaner, like overall, I would take the time to go through and make each layer look correct. But we don't have to do that because this is just for funsies.
Kerberos. Oh, it's Lord Kerberos. I don't know you. I know that name. How have you been? Okay, so now we need to make sure that the pink from the fire, let's make sure that that works. I feel like it could be a little bit brighter as well, but it's fine. Let's add a little bit right there. So yeah, the texture on some of this doesn't work quite so well as it probably could. It's very sketchy. It's very messy. It's fine. It's fine. Isla, it's fine. You don't have to fix it, Isla. It's fine. But what if I did fix it? I don't need to fix it though. I could fix it, but I do not need to fix it. I wonder if I should add just a little bit more shading here. Actually, if we make this a little bit more solid through there, I think that would be beneficial. No new layers. We just have the one. Look, it's all gonna be on one layer. Or do you mean the redeem? Alright, so we're going to try to make the face look better. And honestly, I wonder if we grab like this blue. Can we add just like a little bit of blue? Or is that gonna look weird? Does that look weird? Not too weird. But it's the teeny tiny little highlights. Banned from new layers? I might have not turned that redeem back on. Maybe. Listen, sometimes it's nice to just... Hey, Isla, you should save. Okay, we'll save. Listen, I'll turn the redeem back on at some point. Yeah. Okay, we have saved. Thank you. So floofy. Okay, wait. What did I say? You gotta warn me first. This is very ticklish unexpectedly. Is it? Listen, the tail pads are there. Just warn me. Just warn me.
Are her lips too poofy now? Hmm. Slightly too poofy. Just a bit. I think we've changed the shape a little too much with the lips. Yeah, I don't like that. Something look weird. Why does it look weird? Okay, so very sketchy. Okay, the bottom lip gets very thick. I see. Also, I think something with the chin look a little weird as well. So this is the tricky part with doing any sort of overpainting. There's a very good chance that you add too much and it actually makes it look weird. Okay, I think that'll work. Okay, so then we have this very shiny blue color. I'm going to put like a little dot of it on anything that's very reflective. So like here. Let's see. If it was reflecting, we would just have like little pops of color, I think. I don't know that it would go do the full like streak across the thing. We do need a little tiny bit of a highlight, probably one right here as well. Just bits where it will catch the light. Oh, sometimes automod just catches things. It's fine. I think it's just the, I don't know, phrasing? Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes automod just catches stuff. I think that could be considered an insult, perhaps. That's why automod was like, no, you can't say this. Since when? I don't know. Listen, I don't make the rules. Automod does what it wants to do. That's my theory on why the Automod was like, I don't know if you want to say this. I don't know. Okay, we might need to go back to our line art layer and just clean up this edge a little bit. Honestly, if we just cleaned up the edges, this would probably look a little bit better overall. Less sketchy. Do you get punishment? I don't think so. I think it's just the Automod holds comments for mod review. I think that's the extent of it. But let's also not test it. Yeah? Let's not test it. Okay, so let's make sure that got the braid like this. Okay, so basically at this point we are just making sure to clean up our edges, shape the edges of character shapes. The interior that doesn't really matter, but if we make sure that our character, like this chunklet, if it looks solid, then the whole thing will look a little bit better. Probably I could have copy pasted, but it's fine. Let's see. Let's clean up this chunklet. This chunklet. Okay, that's all background stuff right there. Interesting, interesting. Okay. This is all random scuffed line work, that's fine. Okay, so it's not a huge thing, but it does look a little bit more finished, right? Without the overpaint layer, with just kind of brings stuff a little bit more into focus. Do you see it? In 15 seconds there'll be a tail pat.
Floofy.
Okay. Thank you for the warning. See, that's not so bad, right? It's not so bad.
Hey, Isla, you should save.
I should save, yeah. So yeah, so pro tips for today. Clean up your edges, like we have character here. We've cleaned up the edges a little bit, looks more finished. Doing like tiny little rendering things where we add these like little highlights. Also helps to make things look a little bit more finished. Yeah, it's the small details. It's the small details. So yeah, so we there's a lot of scuffed line work here. Is this done? Well, kinda, sorta, maybe. Honestly, like the values kind of interesting. Like we got a lot of contrast right here, which is very fun. The rest of this is fairly similar-ish, so that's fine. We could add some vignetting effect, which would help. But, okay, so when I get to this point in an illustration like this, I have to decide if I want to go through and like render out all of the details to like make it super quality finished, or if I just want to leave it in its semi-sketchy state, right? Which I think we're probably gonna leave it in the semi-sketchy sort of state, just because if we try to go through and do a bunch of stuff, we'd have to basically go over everything again, clean up all of the lines, and then render out all of the little details and stuff, which can be fun, but also this is Andoodle. It's not a like commission or anything like that. So I think we can call this done once I finish adding like some little global lighting things just to make everything look a little bit better. And doodle, yes. Are you trying to get people to test the auto mod? Hello. Mark Stupid, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Welcome. Okay, let me grab this color. Let's add just a little bit more effect there. Why are we testing the automod? You know, I don't know. Listen. I think the problem is that my desire to push buttons and the boundaries and stuff might have rubbed off on the denizens. We might have some beans that wanna test things. Okay, final things. Let's copy everything, and you're not gonna freak out? You're not freaking out? You're working? Yeah, okay. And we squeamish all the layers together, but we still have all of our layers, yeah? Yeah? Because I said not to do the thing. Is that really it? Wow. Alright, so let's go with effect, chromatic aberration, just to make things a little bit more zesty, why not? Then let's do a blur effect. Then we grab a big soft brush and we bring character back into focus. It's kind of a subtle small thing, right? But it's kind of interesting. You guys doing a mischief? Never? Okay, well that's good. It would be tragic if all of my denizens just up and vanished one day because they were doing a mischief or an arson during streaming hours. That would be terrible. That'd be crazy. You know, I should probably sign this thing too, huh? Okay, let me grab this thing and copy. And where is my mouse? There you are. Paste. Put this in this corner like that. There we go. Now it's done. Add watermark. Yes, there it is. We got it. Listen, it's very convenient to just have my signature and you just slap it there. It's fine. Listen, I say during streaming hours because what you do on your own time, that's up to you. But if you're doing arson during streaming hours, that means you're setting fire to the den. And I live here. Don't set fire to my den. Okay? That is all. So yeah, and just so you know, the spider, he's a little out of focus now, but he's right there. Okay, you see him? There he is. There's the spider. How is the den? Have you not seen? Listen, look. This is the den. Do you not see the bookshelves? Do you not see the aquarium? Do you not see the tree right here? This one, the tree. Do you not see the Love Sucks poster right there? Do you not see the lovely mural right here? Do you not see the flammable art supplies right here? Looks flammable. It's very flammable. Don't set fire to my den. I worked long and hard to make this a lovely home. We got wood floors. We had apparently a lot of hammers left over from the making of the den. Sounds like a me problem. I'll make it everybody's problem if you burn down my den. Set fire to the rain. Hello, Izzy. Welcome, Art Buddy. Oh my goodness, did you see Picture? Did you see it? Were you here the whole time? Just lurking? Can we get a shout out for Izzy, please? Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I think I finished the fan art. You just got here? Okay, look, we're going back to art screen. Ta-da! I finished the thing. There it is. Wow. I mean, it's still very sketchy, but it's good. It's good enough. We'll call it done enough, and that'll be fine. Yeah. So now, I should probably post this and tag it as Slay the Spire. Mayhaps makers of the game will see it. Maybe they'll like it. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, it is and fan art. Is this the character with the burb? Yeah, we were playing the Silence, and this was the character where we got burb. This was the character we were playing, and they had Frederic. Yeah. Did you know that that's not how you build up an immunity to fire? Listen, if everything was made with like asbestos and stuff, maybe we could have a fireproof den. But listen, apparently asbestos is like bad for human creatures, so like we don't build with that anymore. So yeah, there you go. Are they? Listen, tell you what. Let's just not set fire to the den. Yeah? Let's just not. Let's not test it. But if you guys want to do arson on your own time, not in the den, that's up to you, you know? But yeah, I think we're gonna call it here for today. I am pleased with the thing. Oh, wow. There you go. Izzy's got the idea. Do you get a reward for not setting fire to the den? Do you not earn fish chunklets? Like hanging out in the den and not setting fire to it? Why do I hate the scientific method? Okay, listen, there's a time and a place for science, okay? It's not here in the den during streaming hours. Okay? There's a time and a place. This is not the time, nor the place. Yeah. So floofy. You gotta warn me. Stop. Just warn. You gotta warn. A head pat? Oh. Oh. Thank you for head pat. It's delightful. It's wonderful. Thank you. All right, we will call it here for today. Next stream is going to be Thursday. Thursday. What are we doing Thursday? Who knows?
Fine. You got me. I am fierce.
There you go. The truth at last. There it is. Thursday. Yeah. All right. So, I feel like I should have news. You know what I didn't actually do? Oh my goodness, we didn't actually do any news. I'm like, it's Tuesday. I've already done news. Technically, I haven't done news. So, for anybody who doesn't know, I make video games with some very cool beans. See this poster over here? That's for our game, Love Sucks. This whole week is actually the 2-year anniversary of releasing the game. It's on sale right now, and also we are doing all kinds of social media things. Check out the social medias. There's some very interesting stuff. There's some sneak previews. That's not how that phrase goes. There's some sneak peeks for upcoming stuff and cool stuff that we've been cooking. It's very good. That's the news. There you go. Anyway, all right. Thank you for headbats. I'm very fierce. Yes, thank you. It is me. Thank you. Yes. Panique reviews. Correct. Yes. I'm trying to do the self-promotion thing. There you go. Anyway, all right, everybody, we're gonna call it here for today. Have an excellent rest of your day, and also stick around for raiding purposes. We're gonna raid. I'm gonna go find some words because they are failing me at this time. But for now, that'll be all. Fare thee well, everyone. Yep. Oh. Okay. All right. Host is live right now. Let's see here. Got any homies live? Ah, Perry's live. Have we rated Perry recently? I don't think so. Let's go say hello to Perry, the bestest butterfly. Alright, everybody, thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Have an excellent rest of your day, and I will see you next time, okay? Okay. Bye.